Well, folks, good morning. This is Today Liberia Television. My name is Achi Boan, and we are here on the grounds of the Supreme Court. We are about to speak to the chair of the Coalition for Democratic Change, Chair Councillor Augusto Koffa. He's on the grounds of the Supreme Court. Good morning, Chief.
Good morning, I'm Anthony Janga.
Okay, so you are here on the grounds of the Supreme Court. Do you care to tell what exactly are you here?
Well, there's a case from the House of Representatives that's going to be here. I'm also a lawyer, so usually I come here in the Manadan, not specifically for this case, but this case is a case of a public interest. And we are looking forward to the Supreme Court hearing the matter expeditiously rendering its decision.
So there is this notice on the social media before my colleague coming. What it has been brought to your attention that CDC support the protest on tomorrow. How true is that?
CDC support and defend the right of citizens that have organized the protest because under Article 17 of the Liberian Constitution, Liberians have got the right at any point in time to organize peacefully, to assemble and petition their representatives. So in that context, citizens defend the right of Liberian citizens to march on the capital.
So you as a lawyer, what's your current main opinion concerning this matter? What Liberians expect from today's proceeding?
So definitely, I mean, there's a legal, political in the situation. But what we can say is definitely the Unity Party government have put in place an elaborate scheme, and they have recruited a lot of the lawmakers from the CDC and independents to remove the speaker, to undermine the speaker. And that is clearly intended to undermine checks and balances at the legislature. It's intended for the Union Party government to have free ride whenever they submit documents, and so support trying to portray the CDC as being behind. Though the CDC has got nothing to benefit for the.
But some of your lawmakers are included in it.
Yeah, the lawmakers have been co-opted and recruited by the government. The government is using, the executive using all of the trappings of power to influence the removal of the speaker. The government has the motive, the government will be the key beneficiary, and the government has the means, the government has the capacity.
What are you doing as the chairman of the CDC?
So we have cautioned,
They seem to not listening.
Yeah, they're not listening because
Alpha Jones is still in the camera.
On the Liberian political arrangement, when people are elected to the national legislature, they hold loyalty to the country. They don't hold loyalty. The party has got no direct control over them. We can suspend and expel them today. It will have no impact on their standing in the national legislature. And so I think they should start a national conversation that if you want the citizens to have the power, you want the Unity Party to have the power over its lawmakers, if we suspend a lawmaker, that lawmaker should be suspended from the parliament. But in the absence of that, the government of the day will influence everything at the legislature, thereby undermining the constitutional aspiration of checks and balances.
You are shifting blame on the ruling establishment. When this saga started at the House of Representatives, I had an interview, a conversation with Representative Josiah Mariko, a member of the Coalition for Democratic Change. He shifted blame on the CDC. He said that you orchestrated the removal of the speaker.
So I've just told you, the citizens have got nothing to benefit from the removal of the speaker. The institution that benefits from the removal of the speaker is the government of Liberia, of the government of President Joseph Newman Boakai. Because with a CDC speaker at the legislature, there will be checks and balances. The Liberian interest will be protected. And so to remove that check and balances, that's why the government is influencing. The government, yes, we agree the government has influenced some of our lawmakers, and we have been cautioning these lawmakers to desist from what they're doing, and at the appropriate time we'll take measure. But there is a government plot. Even the deputy speaker does not have the capacity to remove the speaker. It is only the government of Liberia, it's only the executive that has the capacity. When the government presides over the national treasury, and with no history, Speaker Snow will remove the same way, Speaker Tyler will remove the same way. So the government of Liberia, the Unity Party, has a history of undermining speakers.
What do we expect at the end of this conference on today?
Well, the court will, we cannot prejudge what the court will say. And also we listening to what the High Court will say.
Is there enough fear, more especially from your angle, as a chairman of CDC, looking at your members who be representative now supporting the removal of the speaker. Is there any fear from your angle as well?
Fear about what?
About like when the speaker is being removed, the next speaker going to be Union Party speaker, and they're going to
Definitely,
be everything passing in the house get on an easy route. Is there any fear?
That is the plot of the government. So nobody should buy into the Union Party government propaganda. Nobody should buy into the Union Party propaganda that the CDC has got nothing to benefit. Our speaker is a symbol of our authority stay in government. And the Union Party being so undemocratic, as you have seen in the last 1 year, trying to remove the speaker so that they have free ride, and the Liberia interest will be compromised if the speaker is removed.
What's your take on
how soon should we expect the CDC to take action against those lawmakers who from the party that are seeking the removal of House Speaker Koffa, including the Deputy Speaker Thomas Farah? How soon should we expect?
So negotiation is ongoing, and that's why we cannot suspend or expel these people, because we are still begging them to come back. We have to beg them because we have no legal authority over them. We cannot dictate to them. We have cautioned them, and they are disobeying the party. And they have been influenced by the government. They have been influenced by the powers that be. So that is the situation. So we are clearly monitoring. When we reach the point where there's a point of no return, that we will take action.
Finally, you are appealing to the lawmakers who from CDC, who are from CDC, and then do you also take to consideration some of the counts that were placed in that resolution to do, from your angle as the CDC chairman, to ice them and also do some investigation from the angle of the speaker as well?
Yeah, but in that case, they should submit. They have their own internal processes. You have your own submit to your internal processes, but to attempt to abrogate your own internal processes, to try to rebel against your own procedures. Because the speaker is entitled to due process. And then you submit to him whatever, the processes are there at the legislature. They should utilize those processes rather than trying to try to just dictate.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was the voice of Chair Anthony Gustavo. He's the chairman of the Coalition for Democratic Change here on the grounds of the Supreme Court. And so, folks, my name is Archie Bourne. I'm here alongside my colleague Casual J. Wiato, and we are here this morning at the Supreme Court to provide you coverages regarding the case of Speaker J. Koffa and his colleagues needed from the end of the majority bloc. Folks, as we were here, we witnessed the arrival of Honorable Musa Hassan Belete, Honorable Fode Famulet from the majority bloc, Honorable Marcus Thomas, since been told he's here as well. We are told that Honorable Marvin Cole of the Speaker bloc is also here. Honorable Dixon Sibo as well is also here on the grounds of the Supreme Court. So there are few honorables, mostly from the end of the both bloc are here this morning. We have been told that this conference is expected to start by 10 o'clock. And that's it. We have been denied from entering the Supreme Court, even though we are not going to provide coverage in the Supreme Court, but then we have been denied that only those legislative or judicial reporters assigned here can enter into the House, the High Court, to listen to the case. But until then, we are here out to bring you more thorough reaction regarding the case of Speaker J. Koffa and his colleagues at the 55th House of Representatives. So that's it this morning, as we be informed from the end of Speaker J. Koffa. We have Honorable Musa Hassan Belede, the chair on national security. He's here from the end of the Speaker. Honorable Marvin Cole is also here from the end of the Speaker bloc. Honorable Dixon Sibo is also here from the end of the Speaker bloc. So for the majority bloc, I have only seen Honorable Fode Famulet. Remember, Honorable Fode Famulet is also an attorney. He's in practices law, and he's here too from the end of the majority bloc. We have not witnessed the arrival of any of those representatives from the end of the quote-unquote majority bloc. who are against the speakership of Speaker J. Fonati Koffa. So this morning we are here alongside some other media practitioners are all here on the grounds of the Supreme Court. Remember, this is a very different environment, and providing coverages here are all restricted. So please bear with us as we will be out here and bringing you some side reactions, interviewing some permanent officials. Earlier on, we held a conversation with the chairperson of the Coalition for Democratic Change, Antonio Augusto Cole, and listening to his accusations against the government, noting that the government is behind or the government is masterminding the removal of Speaker Koffa because the government have a huge benefit in return because they are the treasurer of the country covered, and they want a government that will not be checked and balanced. And that's been his accusation against the government. So this is where we are. We hope you are there. Indicate where you are watching this live broadcast from, and we will be here to bring you happenings from the grounds of the Supreme Court. So folks, this is it this morning, and we are hoping to have a conversation with any of those lawmakers who are in, after their conference with the justice in chambers. And folks, that's it this morning. And so this is it this morning, and we hope to rejoin you as we take a very short break to be right back in the soonest possible time. We are still awaiting the arrival of those representatives from the end of the majority bloc and some other representative from the end of the bloc of Speaker J. Fonati Koffa. Remember, we have been informed, and there have been rumors in the corridor that former Lofa County Senator, that's former Grand Kima County Senator Vanny Sherman is the lawyer representing the guys from the majority bloc, those lawmakers from the majority bloc. And we have also been informed, and this is a rumors as well, that Honorable Justice Kabina Jana is also the lawyer representing the Speaker bloc. So we are hoping to see. So we are hoping to see as to whether it will actually be a reality here from the grounds of the Supreme Court. So we are still here watching the arrival of some permanent government officials, lawyers, councillors, attorney here on the grounds of the Supreme Court. So this is where we are, and so folks, we
Indeed, we'd like to say it's on today on the television to catch us and achieve one presentation here live from the Supreme Court. We are glad to be here as we bring you updates on the happening from the House of Representative hearing today, folks. As we had informed, lawmakers who are to represent the two sides are already in for the hearing already. But let's take some break to reconnect with you on today Liberia television, Jay Cassius and Achievement. Many thanks to all of you as we take some break to reconnect with you in a subsequent time. Jay Cassius, this might be on the screen, and behind the screen there is our House of Representative, one of the same people in Liberia television. Achievement. Let's take some break to reconnect with you. Many thanks to all of you for following us here, folks.